Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. This is a general reading. Okay, this could be past, present, or future for you. You're going to know best how it resonates. Now, the table that I'm filming on is a bit wobbly, so I apologize if the video wobbles, but I don't have a different solution, okay, for right now. So let's just see what's going on today. What do you guys need to know about right now? What's happening, Spirit? What does the collective need to know about? Let's see. Okay, and they came out so smooth. I don't know if you noticed that, but I just felt that. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so these could be two different people here. Ace of Wands in reverse, it's a missed opportunity, or somebody could be trying to come towards you in a nice way, in an affectionate way, a loving way, but there's no action there, or someone can't take action this way. Okay, let's see what this is. The Knight of Wands. What is the Knight of Cups here? The Page of Cups. The Hierophant. And the Page of Wands. Ah, that is so crazy. The Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so this could be something about childhood then, maybe, or definitely two different people. We'll have to see what that is. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse here? The Six of Swords, leaving something behind. The Eight of Pentacles, to work on something, to master something. The Four of Cups. Okay, so it seems like there's definitely someone upset about a missed opportunity, okay? Or some sort of a plan, what someone has been working towards. This is like, I've been working on this, mastering it, but now I can't do it. Now I can't take action on it. Okay. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, because it's almost, I kind of felt this at the beginning. It's kind of like, if at first you don't succeed, try again, but then the energy shifts. Like first somebody comes towards you in a nice way, or they try it in the nice way, and then when that doesn't work, they go towards this Knight of Wands energy, which is somebody more forceful, or like quick action. The Seven of Wands, trying to block something. The Ace of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Swords. Or there's somebody here trying to block the Ace of Cups, or they're defending it, or no, I feel like it's two different people for some reason. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups, please. The Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is someone that's trying to get out of their head, or I can't really tell you what this is. Like, is this love? What is it? The Fool. Hold on. What is this Knight of Cups? What does this person want? This is somebody who's lacking a sense of stability, security. So they're trying to get out of their head, or they're trying to free themselves from something they feel like is binding them in a way. But they're lacking a sense of stability and security. Okay. Somebody doesn't want to come off as being triggered, as being in turmoil. There's no resentment here. hold on, Spirit. What exactly is this? Can you help me understand? The Knight of Wands. But what is this about? Like, the Seven of Cups, the King of Pentacles. Somebody here is confused, or maybe they don't know what they want. Like, maybe this is two aspects of one person. So sometimes they come towards someone in love, in a loving way, and then they come towards someone in the Knight of Wands energy, a bit more temperamental, a bit more filled with desire, or a bit more passionate. This could also have something to do with like somebody having to lean more into their cups in order to come towards someone, right? It's like, if this is someone that you're dealing with in a love situation, then fire energy or the lust or the passion or the wands isn't gonna get this person very far. Like, it has to come from a place of connection and love and affection. Maybe this person could have been confused at first as to how to integrate these two aspects. Let's see. Tell me more about this Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Stabbed in the back. A shocking attack. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception. What is this Hierophant? Concern. Is this concern about like a commitment, a higher commitment? Concerned about someone being attacked, or I mean, I really feel like this is someone that has two sides to them. Like, they can be angry, but they can also be loving. I don't know, that's kind of what it's giving me. Is that what this is? The Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups. Yeah, it has to do with the past. Okay, so this could be someone from your past, someone that you shared a connection with or love. Somebody reaching out, offering you a cup of love, a relationship in the past. The Queen of Cups. And the Magician in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. This has to do with feeling like your emotions are being manipulated, maybe, or maybe not even really seeing someone clearly because of the fact, like, because of the love you have for them. Yeah, this could be about really loving someone so much that you don't really see or it's kind of like not ignoring bad parts of someone, or it's more about like seeing the potential in someone, or seeing that there's a deeper side to someone or a more loving side to someone. So you know that somebody can get angry sometimes, or they can be a certain way sometimes, but there's also a different part to them, or there's something deeper inside of them. Codependent, obsessive, possessive, and controlling. Heart with a key. Yeah, somebody can come off as being very loving sometimes, right? They can come off as being perfect for you, or they're the one, but then they also have this streak of maybe being a bit controlling, obsessive, and possessive. mean, I don't know. This could be somebody from your past or how you saw someone in the past. I'm not really quite sure. Why are you showing me this? The devil in reverse, yeah, because someone is not toxic, or they're not cruel, they're not, there's no controlling here, or there's no devil side, or, I mean, I feel like, yeah, the truth. You know, I gotta be honest, like, this is not a toxic relationship, okay? This is not giving me a toxic, possessive, controlling, angry, violent person, okay? It's just maybe someone who has like a shadow side to them, okay? And their shadow side could come out with anger sometimes, but that's not who they are entirely, all right? They are the Knight of Cups. They are very loving. They are very affectionate. They are very caring. But maybe sometimes in fights or something like that, they can get a bit angry. They can be a bit loud, temperamental, a bit dominant. But this is not giving me, look, the devil in reverse. It's not giving me someone that's like toxic, angry, or abusive, cruel, mean. I mean, maybe they can be a bit controlling sometimes, all right? But especially with this coming out like that. But at the end of the day, I feel like there is love here. And I feel like you're coming out as the Queen of Cups. Like, you see this person through the lens of love. Like, you love them, you know who they are, you know how they are. Okay? It's kind of like you're in a relationship with someone who can be a bit complicated maybe, okay, but you know how to deal with them. That's what this looks like. Like, you can still extend love to them because you just know how they are, how they can be, but it's not giving me something that's like toxic. It's just that somebody you might be with is a bit temperamental, okay? If it's not, going to the side of being abusive, then it's, that's just maybe how somebody ticks sometimes. Could be a shadow side. Like, I swear the moon was just at the bottom. Yeah, it could just be someone's shadow side. Like, this could be a situation where they bring more of the fire, or maybe you both do. I don't know. Maybe you both kind of have both of these aspects where you both have water, but you both have fire as well. So if they're on fire, or if they bring the fire, then you can put it out with your water. Okay, the Ace of Cups is here twice. And the same way, the other way around. If you're a bit angry or if you're a bit fired up, then they know how to combat that within you. Okay, so this could just be something that it balances itself out in the relationship dynamic. All right. So what's the Knight of Wands? The Eight of Wands. Yeah, I mean, it is giving me a bit of like temperament. Okay, so it can get maybe a bit heated sometimes, the world. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like this is a toxic relationship. Okay, just take it how it resonates. But the way that I feel, the way it's coming out, it's making me feel like it's a situation where you guys both get heated sometimes, all right? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, but you know how to balance it out. Or you both, it's like you both bring, I feel like you balance each other out, which means, what I was kind of saying is like, if they're angry, you know how to put that out with your water. If you're the one with the anger, then they know how to put it out with their water. It's kind of like the balance. So I just feel like you guys understand each other very well, or you know each other very well. Or maybe you're just also similar in a couple aspects, like you can bounce off of each other, kind of, okay? Yeah, so it kind of feels like two very temperamental people, but also two very loving people coming together. And sometimes there's a lot of water and sometimes there's a lot of fire, okay? So that's just how this looks. And sometimes you don't like each other, okay? I like you in the reverse. Sometimes you don't like each other. And I feel like that's normal, okay? I feel like that's normal in a relationship. The Phoenix. Sudden change, shocking news. An epiphany about rekindling something, transforming something. Yeah, the fire or the phoenix. Or, changing your mind. I mean, yeah, you can be, both of you maybe very like heat of the moment, okay, this could be like very impulsive, very fiery, very, like thunder and lightning kind of a thing, okay? You could be, I feel like you're both very temperamental. That's what this reading gives me. But then you both also come out with the cups. You have 2 Ace of Cups here. You have a Page of Cups and a Knight of Cups. So it's like you both also know how to apologize though, right? So even if there is a little bit of fire, it's like both of you know how to apologize. You both know how to approach the other person and calm the situation down. So, I mean, this looks normal to me. There's nothing that feels like the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and this is like sitting down after the fight and being able to talk it out in a very objective, rational, logical way. It's like, okay, so now that we've both calmed down, let's talk about this. Like, what happened? Okay, this is how I see it. Approach it a bit analytically and, this is what we need to do. This is how we need to work on this. Judgment. Yeah. Okay. The Star, yeah, to go towards healing. So it like, this is a relationship where it'll push both of you to heal or to look at parts of yourself. And that usually comes out afterwards. It's like after all is said and done, the thunder and the lightning rolled through, you sit down afterwards, you're like, okay, so this is what happened. This is how I felt. This is what I feel like tipped everything over the edge. We need to work on this. We need to heal this. And then it seems like you do it together. So it's cohesive, okay? The 8 of Swords. The 9 of Cups in reverse and the Empress. Yeah, both of you, okay, so this is making me feel like both of you might have this allergic reaction to feeling controlled, okay, or feeling confined or constricted in a way. And it could be, a bit of like an irrational thing where it seems like an allergic reaction, okay, that both of you have, but yeah, all right, what's that about? Being charmed or used. Empath narcissist paradigm. Girl with a snake. Yeah, this is like 2 very independent people coming together, very temperamental, being like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do, okay? Like, this feels like 2 alphas. Which can be very difficult. It can be very difficult when both people in the relationship are very dominant. That's what this feels like, okay? Paradise. Yeah, but at the end of the day, enjoying each other. Playfulness, oneness, happiness, expansion. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like this is kind of like a tug of war sometimes, right? But whatever this dynamic is, you guys, like, I feel like both of you kind of need it in a way because, when 2 more dominant types come together, it challenges each other a bit differently than if like one person is dominant and one person is more submissive, I want to say, which can work as well, but it's like it can kind of, I don't know how to put this I'm trying to find the right words. It's like those kind of dynamics can also then turn a bit karmic sometimes, maybe when one like tips too far onto the dominant side and the other one being a bit more submissive, then kind of lets a lot of things slide, if you get what I'm saying. Like this is more of a both people challenging each other a lot, okay? The snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious. What the hell is that about? All right, why does the snake come out here twice? Temperance in reverse, something being imbalanced, unhealed. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is like communication where it's not coming from a healed space, or it's very imbalanced. And it's kind of making me feel like when you see each other as the enemy, like getting in a fight and then seeing the other person as the enemy, or communicating from an unhealed place or an imbalanced place of seeing the other person as your competition. The Six of Wands, wanting to be right, or wanting to have like the power in the situation, or wanting to be right about something, or something about like your convictions, or like wanting to make your point, kind of, is what this feels like. I don't know, like wanting to win the argument, maybe. Like it could be a bit back and forth sometimes about like who's right, or who's winning the argument, okay? Yeah, the Five of Wands, it feels like it feels like an argument, okay? The Page of Pentacles, and that's interesting because then it goes back to this page energy. So it's like, I mean, maybe you've noticed that in the past, like a lot of the arguments that you've had subconsciously come from a hurt inner child place. Like it's the inner child that's actually fighting or taking over in the argument. Yeah, this just feels like a connection where you challenge each other. Not just in arguments, but also to kind of look at yourself, right? Or look deeper into yourself, or helps you understand yourself. So what does the collective need to know about this relationship or this situation? What is this about? The Five of Swords, some sort of manipulation, someone being manipulative, trying to win at all costs. Strength. Yeah, I don't know, man. It feels like dominance, okay? Like, again, this is the energy of two people being very dominant and not wanting to give their power away, okay? So that could be a struggle that you both face if you're in this relationship. It's like you don't want to give your power away. You don't like feeling like someone is taking your power away. Like that's that allergic reaction to, don't tell me what to do. Don't take my power away from me, you know? Okay. The Three of Swords. Yeah, it could come from trauma. It could definitely come from trauma or hurt, pain in the past, okay? The Five of Wands, yeah, fighting when you argue with this person. I mean, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be any kind of a relationship, okay? It could even be a friend, right? But this is definitely about how you two fight. That's how it feels. How you argue with each other. Yeah, and like power dynamics within the arguments, okay? The King of Pentacles is here twice. The Sun. The Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, okay, yeah. But the Empress also came out with the Nine of Cups in reverse. So it's like you're both, you're both very strong, but sometimes the ego might take over, or it's like both of you might not want to submit, or, I mean, this King of Pentacles is coming out with the Emperor in the reverse. So this person might not want to submit or apologize. Like they might, want to have control in an argument, but it really comes from a place, I feel, of like, I feel like it comes from a deep trauma, very deep trauma of wanting to feel like they're in control in a way. Okay, but not, I'm telling you, it's not in a controlling, this is not an abusive, cruel way, but it's definitely a shadow aspect of someone. This feels like a shadow aspect, okay? Where somebody doesn't want to feel weak, or like they can be told what to do, or they can, have their power taken away from them in a way. Focus on self-worth. Time to heal shadow work. Yeah, it's a shadow. It's a shadow aspect. And it has to do with domination. Well, not domination, but like wanting to, like being a very dominant person, okay? Or wanting to regain or retain their control. But this person has two sides to them, okay? And I feel like you know that. And you might also have two sides to you, okay? And I'm not talking about like a multiple personality kind of way. I'm just talking about a, feisty, temperamental way, but on the other hand, also being very loving and considerate and affectionate. But maybe when there's arguments, that kind of goes out the window, and both of you can get very loud, but you also can, then apologize to each other. So there's two different aspects here. And I feel like the important part within this dynamic is that it comes out this way within your relationship so that you can both look at it, or that you see it in them, they see it in you, and then you can both confront it together and talk about it and untangle that. Right? Like it has to be looked at. Yeah, I don't know. I hope this helps, man. Okay. I'm just going to leave it there. With these kind of dynamics, I feel like at the end of the day, the most important part is that you both help each other become a better person, right? Like no one is perfect, but I feel like with you, you both know that you're not perfect, okay? That both of you have imperfections, and you both help each other become a better person, even if there are arguments and fights and, dynamics, power dynamics that have to be worked through, okay? So I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.